Get rid of that. All right, Nancy, we're streaming. Hopefully my Oculus doesn't lock up on me a freaking again, but it's the price you pay for VR. Actually, to be honest, I think the ultimate answer is going to be the Pimax, but yeah, it's a little out of my budget right now. I got Crash here hanging out with me. Crash Seat, if you want to know her full name. I should probably pull it up on this one. Bada bing. Hello there. Run. Click.
Bienvenue sur le circuit de Nevers-Manicourt. C'est assurément l'un des hauts lieux du sport automobile français qui vous accueille aujourd'hui pour cette superbe journée de course. Et Manicourt est un tracé réussi. On a eu quand même pas mal de pilotes de renom qui sont imposés ici, notamment des pilotes
There we
formés,
go.
mon cher Florent.
For a minute, it was there we go. I'm just trying to pull up the live feed on my other PC so I can keep up with the chat. Not that it's all that active, but alright, live.
Le merchandising est bien en place tout autour du circuit. Vous trouverez tout ce que vous voudrez, des casquettes, des t-shirts, des carouettes si jamais il devait pleuvoir. Vous avez tout ce qu'il faut. N'hésitez pas à aller voir ces boutiques.
Perfect. And it's just me in here right now, anywho. Wow, I just took that one for a ride right away, didn't I? Hello? That wasn't necessarily ideal, but... Oops. Now I'm just screwing everything up. Aw, dang it, I cut that one.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious. Welcome to the channel. If you want to take advantage of the text to voice, you got to be a follower. But then it'll read your comments and I can respond to them. Otherwise, enjoy the racing. In open practice right now, the actual race probably won't start for about another 5 minutes.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
That's a slow lap, Phil. Crazy thing is that's 3 seconds off the fastest lap I've seen people doing here. Which in these cars, that's literally 3 lifetimes.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Alright, race server starting up. Move off the track in case anybody comes by. So join the race server. Welcome to the chat, guys. If you click follow, you can take advantage of the voice reader for the chat. So I can't see any any chat messages while I've got my headset on. Well, I mean, I can. I've got to look underneath this tiny gap right in here, so. And not to mention the gap in my teeth. Ha ha ha. I mean the gap between my nose and the headset. So, alright, here we go. About 3 minutes of open practice, and then just enough to warm up, and then we'll get into qualifying. Hopefully the first lap isn't a yard sale. A lot of these guys try to win the race in the first turn. But that's the internet mentality, right? Not risking anything, no real life on the line. That is one of the things I really love about iRacing is the quality of driver on this is, for the most part, pretty top notch. I mean, you run into your squids. I think every game's got its own set of squids. Ooh, that looked rough. He blew that turn. Sorry I'm so fidgety, it's me. Always been this way. As soon as I start to focus on something, my brain does everything it can to try and distract me. Alright, I think we're good enough for qualifying. Not expecting any miracles. Hopefully just a clean, good race. I gotta figure that turn out better. I know I'm missing it, not doing something right on it. Alright, first lap is warm-up, so I don't really have to push it. I'm not really telling you guys that. I'm trying to remind my dumbass self because I always just try and drive like it's last lap. I have two pacers, fast and really fast. Sometimes what I think is really fast is nothing compared to what I see some of these guys out here doing. yeah, nothing like being humbled, thinking you're all that, come out here and just get totally schooled. But they do have pretty cool competitions on here. There's one, you have to get the Prodigy Racing membership. But the winner of it gets an opportunity to drive a real SR8 and an opportunity to be a driver for a team. So, like, wow, right? As far as the simulator goes, it's pretty darn accurate. I won't say it's 100% top. I don't think any sim has ever achieved that, no matter what the sim is, but it's pretty darn good. And of course, VR just makes it even better. Graphics aren't quite as sharp in VR as it is in a game like, say, DCS, but totally different beast. But man, I swear to God, the only thing I'm missing is the wind in my hair and the smell of the exhaust and bugs in my teeth. Flapping my lips and I overshot that turn. Alright, second lap, I gotta lock in and shut up for a second, so bear with me.
One more lap.
It'll have to do.
There's the flag. It's over.
Eighth won't be too bad, middle of the pack. I mean, you know, Suicide Squad stuff, but if we can all just come together and hold hands, we can make it for a lap. Where's my soda? Oh, no. I'm gonna have to grab another one. Welcome to the new folks that joined the chat. Just to give you guys a heads up, if you click follow, anything you type will get read out loud, voice converted, so I'll be able to respond to you, because otherwise I can't see the chats while I'm in the middle of the race. There's no overlay for that, so I have to look in this little gap right here. And that does not work very well if I'm in the middle of a run, right? And I'm going to do my best to stay locked in on this run, so if you guys got any questions, you're going to have to click follow, and then it'll read it out to me, and I'll answer you then. But otherwise, I'm gonna stay pretty quiet if I can. We'll see. Sometimes that's a challenge for me. All right. Just want to turn on the recording, get this race recorded so I can post it up. All right, looks like we are about ready to roll. 5 seconds.
Alors la question c'est, est-ce qu'il y a du bon café dans la région? Eh bien j'espère.
All right.
The estimated SOF is 1,668. It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp. Waiting on the final car to grid.
I apologize if the mic caught that. How rude. All right, here we go.
Green flag, green flag. Right side, you're on the left. 3
Jeez,
wide.
come on,
right
guys.
Side, 2 wide. Clear.
Seriously?
Car on your left. You've got wheel damage.
Yeah, I bet I do.
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
These guys just love carnage. Like I was saying in practice, nobody gets that you gotta hold it together for at least a lap or two. They all try to win it in the first freaking corner.
Keep to the right.
Yeah, you got it, bro. My car is not okay. I mean, heaven forbid somebody gets in front of them in the turn right after the start. Like, dude, really?
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
There we go.
Okay, punch it.
Not ideal, but it's kind of the norm for internet races, at least until you get up into the higher skill level group, where I am obviously not at. But I'm good with it. I still enjoy the racing. First lap, can't push it too hard. Oh, first lap, fresh tires.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 39.391. That was your fastest lap of the session. Car 1 is now leading. New fastest lap for you.
Yeah,
Slow
I
down.
knew
You
that
got a
was
penalty
coming.
for cutting the cord. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 39.315. Just set your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 39.135.
Saw that coming.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 38.964.
38? Jesus. Maybe it's time to go back to truck driving. Some of these guys are just insanely fast. I do enjoy racing against them because I'll tell you what, it gets really boring just running away from people all the time. It's kind of why I don't race the Formula Vs right now.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
It's really hard to find a good race with them. These, it seems, I'm about midfield all the times, at least on this track, so that's good. There's a couple of tracks with this one where I'm actually one of the top runners, so it balances out. I enjoy the challenge. Oof. Took that almost as sloppy as I could.
White flag, white flag.
Oof. Dang it. And in just perfect style. That's okay. That's okay. Another race, another day, right? I mean, yeah, obviously, always want to win. Otherwise, why be out here racing? Sometimes it's just not there. And if you don't get enjoyment because you're not winning, then I don't know. To me, all the wrong reasons to be racing. Race to win, but always have fun. Keep it fun.
All right, there's the
All
checkered
right.
flag.
Well, that's the end of that
Great
run.
job. You did really well.
Appreciate everybody showing up to the stream. I think at this point, I am going to go ahead and punch out. I will be back in a little bit. But thank you again for showing up. Maybe I'll see you guys again on the next stream.